Good morning, ladybugs. Happy Wednesday. We have a lot of fun things to talk about today, but I'm wondering how well you guys did with your Pete Mondrian pictures. I talked to Carla last night, to Miss Carla, and she said I pronounced it wrong, which I thought I was doing. It's actually Piet. Somewhere I had seen it with an R at the end, but I think that was wrong. So anyway, I did finish my heart. I was going to show you guys, and there it is. I really had a lot of fun making it. I hope you did too. Well, today we're going to do more of math, but it has to do with art too, because we were talking about patterns, and there's a lot of there's a lot of artists who use patterns in their work. If you go around your house, I bet you can see patterns everywhere. On your walls, in pictures, even on your clothes. I chose this sweater today because look at all the patterns in that sweater. Before we start, I was going to read a really fun book that talks about patterns. It's called Daisy Gets Dressed. Okay, so let me read that, and then we'll have a little bit of fun with our patterns up here. And look at all those daisies there. I'm going to read it, and then I'm going to show it to you. Daisy's going to get dressed. Can you help her look her best? And there she is. There's Daisy. Where can Daisy's undershirt be? And how many zigzag things can you see? Oh, and zigzags are a really fun pattern to make. Do you see those zigzags? Sometimes lightning bolts, shark teeth, crocodiles, a saw, even a tree has a zigzag shape. That would be a fun shape for you to color. Where can Daisy's t-shirt be? And how many checkered things can you see? And checks are another kind of pattern that you see. I have checked curtains, and I have a checked blouse. There's a checkerboard, a game, a checkered flag. Even waffles. If you have a waffle, it kind of looks like checks, doesn't it? All right, she's got her undershirt on and her t-shirt. Where can Daisy's new tights be? And how many striped things can you see? Oh, wow, I see a lot of stripes. Rainbows and zebras and a candy cane and a comb. And sometimes when we're at school, ladybugs, we call you to go line up to go outside by what you're wearing. And sometimes a lot of you are wearing stripes, like on your pants or on your sleeves or even on your socks, and we call you by what you are wearing if you're wearing stripes. Where can Daisy's miniskirt be? And how many wavy things can you see? Oh, look there's an octopus. Oh, and there's a boat. There's a boat. Noah likes steamship boats, and look at the smoke going out of that, right? Lots of wavy things. In fact, when I did Monday's art, I made some waves for Kadinsky, because he listened to music, and sometimes music can seem, when people they try to draw music, they get really they do waves and things like that. We see waves in the ocean, don't we? Where can Daisy's cardigan be? That's like a sweater like I'm wearing. How many flowery things can you see? Oh, and we all love our flower patterns. I love flower patterns, and so does Miss Carla. We have some scarves that we've given each other that have flowers on them. Oh, I see a teapot and some curtains and a chair. And real flowers have a flower pattern too. You could take flowers and make a pattern. But you'd have to pick a lot of flowers. Maybe you wouldn't want to do that. Where can Daisy's sun hat be? How many starry things can you see? Oh, I see some stars on a tree, some stars in the sky. Oh, I see a barrette in her hair that has stars in it. Oh, and the sheriff. A sheriff wears a star badge, right? Oh, and a fairy up here. She has a star on her wand. Sometimes you guys wear things with stars. Where can Daisy's rubber boots be? How many spotted things can you see? Oh, and look at all those spotted things. Let's see, we've got a leopard. We have some cookies with M&Ms. And a doggy, a frog, a mushroom, a pencil, a ladybug. A ladybug has spots on it, huh? Sometimes they call them polka dots. Where can Daisy's umbrella be? And how many spiral things can you see? So a spiral is like this, right? Like if you get a big lollipop, there's a spiral on it. Or if you roll up a hose, it kind of looks like that. Or a snail, or a seashell. The seashells that we have in our class, I see a lot of spiral things on those shells, don't you? She's almost ready to go out. Where can Daisy's backpack be? And how many diamond things can you see? Oh, diamonds are a fun pattern too. Of course, a kite. If you play cards, there's diamonds on the cards. Oh, a pineapple. A pineapple kind of has a diamond shape in it, right? And a crown. Oh, do you think she's ready? Do you think she's ready to go outside? Now Daisy's ready to run and play. What are the clothes she is wearing today? Oh, she's wearing all sorts of patterns, isn't she? Stripes and checks and zigzags and waves and stars and plaid. That's why I like this book so much. It's such a fun book to read. And I really like patterns. So before we do that, let's look at this board here before we make some patterns. I've made some patterns here. So let's see. We're going to grow a pattern here, okay? So this word says patterns. It begins with my letter P. Oh, someone else, Paul. Paul has the P letter too, don't you, Paul? You and I share the same first letter of our name. So let's do it. Well, when we do it at school, we give names like turkey, turkey, corn, or I'm trying to think. Santa, Santa tree. What was our October one? Oh, pumpkin, pumpkin witch. And for Valentine's, heart, heart lace. So we give names, and you can make a pattern with names, but you can also make a pattern using the alphabet. So let's pretend that yellow is I'm going to call A. I'm going to call yellow A for the first letter in the alphabet. Now I'm going to add red. I'm going to call red B. So I have A, B. Oh, I realize I should have done just an A, B. I skipped a step here. It should have been just like that, right? I kind of got carried away. I was having so much fun doing this. All right, so let's pretend we have A, B. Now I'm going to add another color, the blue square, and it's going to be A, B, C. And we all know that song, right? Oh, and remember I was talking yesterday about how Kandinsky and Lichtenstein liked the same, or actually Pete and Mondrian liked the red, the yellow, the blue colors, right? Those two artists, Lichtenstein and Mondrian, liked yellow, red, and blue colors. So that's why I decided to do this pattern today. So now we have A, B should be in there, A, B, C. Now I'm going to add a fourth color, okay? And it's going to be my green. I'm going to make my green, I'm going to call it a D, D for green square. So I'm going to keep adding, I'm going to keep growing my pattern, A, B, C, D. Now, guess what? I had these squares, but I ran out of colors. I only have 4 colors in here. So what I decided to do is make 2. So now, instead of just 1 A, I'm going to have 2 A's. So my pattern's going to be A, and then I'm going to add my B, 2 B's and 2 A's, A, B, B. And I think you guys know what I'm going to do next, right? I'm going to add my blue squares, which I named for the letter C. So A, B, B, C, C. Oh, and my last color I have for the squares is green. So A, B, B, C, C, D, D. If I had more colors, I could keep growing my pattern. Or I could grow my pattern by adding another yellow A square. And then I would have 3 A's, 3 B's, 3 C's, and 3 D's. And then I could even add another and another. I could go on all day until I run out of squares. I wonder how many squares it would take to use up all the squares in this bag. I think I could count a long way. You can also count, but I brought some things from our class. I brought our counting bears, so I could do the same pattern with the bears. Okay, so here's my A. I hope you can see that. Actually, I think I'll put them on the little blocks here. A, and then what color's next? The red, that's a B. Oh, and he's a little bit bigger bear, isn't he? And then we have our blue, which is C. Look at that. I made the same pattern with the bears. Okay, so that's really fun. And I could do the green. A, B, C, D. I could take the bears away. Good night, bears. Good night. And I could do my pattern up and down. So I could do vertically. So I could do A, B, C, D. And then A, B, C. Oh no, I don't have a green one. Maybe I'll put a green bear on there just for, well, maybe not. That's okay. So we can make our patterns horizontally or we can make them vertically, right? You can make a pattern with anything. You can make a pattern with music too. Okay, so see if you can do this. Maybe you can get something that makes a little bit of noise. So this music pattern is, let's see. Okay, so I'm going to go tap, tap, clap, clap, stomp, stomp. Is that a pattern? It is, right? Let's see if you can do it. I'll try to do it twice in a row now. Tap, tap, clap, clap, stomp, stomp. Tap, tap, clap, clap, stomp, stomp. I could add a fourth thing in there, so it's an A, B, C, D pattern. What should I do fourth? Maybe I'll pat the top of my head. Pat, pat. All right, ready? Tap, tap, clap, clap, stomp, stomp, tap, pat, pat. Tap, tap, clap, clap, stomp, stomp, pat, pat. Oh, do you think I could add one more thing? It would be like adding another color. Oh my goodness, I don't know. Maybe be like adding like an orange one. A, B, C, D. Orange would be for E, right? Let's see. Tap, tap, clap, clap, stomp, stomp, pat, pat. Um, Maybe wave, wave. I can't think of anything. All right, ready? Tap, tap, clap, clap, stomp, stomp, pat, pat, wave. Tap, tap, clap, clap, stomp, stomp, wave. That was fun. Okay, and then sometimes when we do our songs, like we do that song, She'll Be Coming Around the Mountain, we do a pattern there, right? She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes, toot, toot. And then we do toot, toot, and then she'll be riding 6 white horses when she comes, pull back. We pretend like we're on the horse, we're riding the reins there. We're holding the reins and we're pulling the horse back so she slows down. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes, toot, toot, pull back. And then he sees a girl and he goes, hi, babe. Okay, and then we have one more to that. Ready? She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes, toot, toot. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes, toot, toot. She'll be coming round the mountain, she'll be coming round the mountain. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes, toot, toot, pull back, hi, babe. And then she eats, right? She'll be making chicken and dumplings, and you can go, yum, yum. So we have the patterns in the music. I play piano. This is a book that I had a long time ago. And the notes have a pattern, right? Mr. Q has been teaching us all about the patterns in the notes. So sometimes you play a note, then you play a few different notes, and then you go back to the original pattern. Okay, this song is called Alouette, Chante Alouette. Oh, it's a French song, and my friend Paul speaks French as well as English, so I bet he might sing this, right? So I brought a few things that I thought I could make a pattern with, but after I finish the video, I want you to look at your clothes, and I want you to go around the house. You can even go outside. Maybe next week I will read this book. It's called Lots and Lots of Zebra Stripes, and it's patterns in nature. So maybe you have an animal, a dog or a cat, or even a fish that might have a pattern on their skin. So then look around your house and see what other kind of patterns you can do. I found some fun eggs here, kind of hiding. Oh, that's an oval shape, right? And I could make a pattern with that. Like, let me see, that color, I'm going to have to do them sideways. And maybe a yellow color and a blue color. And then I'll start over with this kind of dark green color and a yellow color again. Oh, wait a minute. I thought that was blue. It looked blue. Let's do this purple here. Okay, and then green. So dark green, yellow, purple, dark green, yellow, and this kind of a purple. There we go. So I made some patterns with that. I have the blocks, I have the squares. I even got my silverware out. And I thought, everyone has silverware, right? Or you could do buttons. I have buttons upstairs. I could do patterns with the buttons. But you could do a pattern fork, spoon, knife. And you got to be a little careful with the knife, right? Fork, spoon, knife. Fork, spoon, knife. Fork, spoon, knife. And I could line it up all over the rug and make a huge pattern. Of course, you probably have to wash all that silverware too, so that would be hard. That might be a little bit of work for your parents, which they don't need any extra work right now. So the other thing you can do, instead of doing A, B, C, D, is what we do. You can make funny names instead of letters for your patterns. So remember I was telling you the other day that when I was painting with the yellow and the red paint, it reminded me of mustard and ketchup. So I could do my pattern like mustard, ketchup, blueberry. Oh, and what am I going to do for the green? I can't think of anything. Grass. How about green grass? So my pattern is mustard, ketchup, blueberry, grass. Mustard, ketchup, blueberry, grass. And I bet that you can go around and when you make your patterns, you can find some really fun names to call your patterns. And you might even make your parents laugh when you label your color with what you think it stands for. There's one other thing that I thought I could make a pattern for, and I know a lot of you, well, I like candy, like you guys do, probably. I know Marcus doesn't like chocolate, but there's only one chocolate thing here. So these are fruit jellies, okay? So I could do an orange fruit jelly and a red fruit jelly, and then I have these little caramels here, a caramel, and I have some chocolate mints. We're well stocked with candy at this house. Okay, I'm just going to put the mint there. So then I'm going to make my pattern again. Orange fruit jelly, red fruit jelly, next comes the caramel, and the mint. Now if I had vegetables on a plate, let's say I had corn and peas and carrots, I could do a pattern with my vegetables on my dinner plate. Corn, pea, carrot. Corn, pea, carrot, right? Okay, well I hope you guys had fun with the patterns. Patterns are really fun to do, and you can do them inside and outside and all around the house. And tomorrow we are going to do some cutting, and we're going to learn about Henry Matisse, and we're going to make a beautiful picture with that. Okay, so ladybugs, before I go, should I eat one of my candies? Should I? I think I'm going to. So good. I will see you tomorrow, and I hope you have a good afternoon. Okay, thank you, ladybugs. Bye-bye.